If your strong-willed, deep-feeling, sensitive child pushes back, argues, melts down, or has an outburst, pretty much every time you say no, they actually don't want you to say yes. So I'm going to explain what that is and what they actually do want you to do, even though they don't know how to say it. I'm going to tell you what that is in case your therapist hasn't told you yet or your parent coach hasn't told you yet. I'm Honor Janetsky. I am a therapist of 20 plus years and mom of 2. You are watching this most likely from inside of our motherhood community, Overwhelmed Solution for Moms on Facebook. If not, then you're on my YouTube channel watching that. You can also follow me on TikTok and Instagram. On TikTok, it's Awakened Motherhood, and on Instagram, I'm under my name, Honor Janetsky. So whatever is easiest for you, in any of those places, follow for daily and weekly content. Today, I'm wanting to debunk this belief that a lot of parents have, where when their kids push, you might see it as they're really testing me, they're really stubborn, they always want their way, and you might see or kind of fall for what they're telling you as they really want the thing that they're pushing for, but that's not really what's going on. And this applies to kids from toddlerhood all the way through the teenage years, if you can believe this. If you still have a kid at home, tell me what age they are in the comments below, and I can help to kind of cater some of the points to this, because it shows up differently from a 2-year-old, obviously, to a 16-year-old. However, the root is the same. So when your child, and I just have to pull up my notes here on my laptop because I'm not able to look at 2 apps at once on the phone. So when your child pushes back, it seems like they want you to say yes. Let's say they ask you for something. Can I have more of that? Or can I have do this during my free time, or whatever it is? Or can I go hang out with these friends after school? Can I stay out late tonight? Depending on the age of your kid, whatever is going on. And if your intuition is like, that's just not a good idea, as mom, you just know this is not going to be good for you. This is going to throw you off, or you don't have the bandwidth for that, or whatever it is. If that happens and you say no, and they blow up, or they react, or they sulk, or they say, I hate you, or whatever it is, and then you go on that whole feeling spiral about that, because you're human, you're going to have feelings about it. You feel maybe mad, annoyed, maybe guilty, maybe you second guess what you decided. Maybe you think like, I should just let them decide for themselves. I don't know. Okay. What they want more than for you to say yes. Are you ready for this? Do you know what it is? Take a guess in the comments if you know what it is. What they actually need, what they actually want, is for you to create a sense of safety for them. They need you to keep them safe. They don't need you to give them that thing more than they need you to be in charge, to be in control of yourself, your state, to create a sense of safety and stability for them. A lot of moms mistakenly think this is just about a daily routine. This isn't about a daily routine. Daily routines can be hit or miss. They can be up in the air. They can be created as you go for most kids. What's more important than a daily routine or schedule, or letting them know ahead of time what's going to happen, is the sense of safety emotionally that you hold and that they can borrow, that you provide for them by holding that state yourself. I'm going to explain. So most parents don't understand the leading cause of outbursts, of meltdowns, is anxiety. Most outbursts are actually anxiety at the root. Most meltdowns are anxiety at the root. Okay. So anxiety is that feeling of fear, uncertainty, don't know what's going to happen, don't know if I'm safe in this, don't know if I can handle this. Okay, so how do we counteract that to prevent the outbursts and meltdowns? How do we create safety for our kids? Now, I know this from hundreds and hundreds of families that I've worked with, moms whose kids I've helped. And I help kids by helping the mom. And the reason why we do it that way is because I could and have tried just working directly with kids earlier in my career, and have put in hours and hours translating to a lot of time with kids, and the results didn't stick. And the reason why the results didn't stick is because when the kid was with the parents, the work that we had done was undone. So if you want work that sticks, then we do the work through you as the parent. So safety, and I'll explain what safety is. Safety is following through on what you tell your kids you're going to do, which comes down to following through on what you know or guess is best for them. You don't have to know 100%, but following through with what you think is best for them. Sticking to your no. If you do say no, don't ever change it to a yes. Don't ever change it to a yes. Your no should be thoughtful. It should be intentional, not a reactive limitation. No, you can't do that because I'm so anxious. No, you can't do that because I don't have any time. If you're actually following a system to create the kind of calm that we give our clients, when you say no, it's intentional, it's conscious, and you don't need to go back on it. Okay. And then 3, staying relaxed and calm, even when they're not. Staying relaxed and calm versus reacting to whatever emotion they're in. So these are 3 outcomes we create for our Awakened Motherhood clients. There is a system, there's science behind it. Anyone can do it. It takes coaching and support and retraining your system, your brain and nervous system, but also how you regulate emotions. And for our clients, our moms who can embody that sense of calm, that knowing how and when to hold a boundary for their kid, kids calm down, and it's almost instantaneous. Kids calm down. And then what happens next is they learn to regulate their own emotions. So when we create safety for them, they're quickly able to navigate through their emotions and regulate their emotions when we know how to help them with that. Makes sense, right? And the bonus here is you learn to regulate your emotions and you know how to navigate yours. And then they learn it through you, okay? Through watching you. So questions about this. I want you to drop your questions in the chat. This is kind of drinking from a fire hose, I know, especially if you haven't done a lot of work in the parenting realm. If you just listen to a couple podcasts, I know it can be quite daunting to hear all of this. So I'm happy to tease any of this out for you. What we'll do is we'll work off your comments and questions, drop them below, and then I could come back in and give some live answers to any of the things you guys want to hear more about with that. If you have a child, whether she's 13 or he's 7, and you're struggling to create the calm, to eliminate the meltdowns or outbursts, you're struggling to get over your own anxiety or your own kind of quick reactions with them, you're in the right place. If you haven't had a call with me yet, book a call. It's I'll drop the link below. It's www.honorjanetsky.com/call. I will drop that clarity call booking link. The call is free. We'll figure out what you need. We'll make a plan for you and point you in the direction to go. Yeah, chime in. Let me know what you think about this. Again, questions below. I'll come back and circle back and answer them. And just wishing you lots of love this week in parenting as we finish out the school year here. Wishing you lots of ease and joy here as we edge into summer. See you next time.